Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spill the Tea Radio, where we interview awesome singers, songwriters, and those who influence their lives. Spill the Tea Radio explores the journey, creativity, and inspiration behind the songs. My next guest is a Swedish-born, Canada-based, multiple award-winning singer-songwriter. She also composes, produces, and mixes records. She has released 4 albums over the last 10 years and has toured extensively across North America and Europe. Rootstime Belgium called her one of the greatest talents of this era. She has shared the stage with performers Tallest Man on Earth, Buffy St, Passenger, Bruce Coburn, and many more. So, let's spill the tea with Sarah Macdougall. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, David. How are you doing?
Well, it's always great to have you back on the show. The last time you were on the show was in May of 2024. You were crisscrossing the Atlantic pond, and we featured your song We Are Fire on that show. What's the update since then? Are you still crisscrossing the Atlantic pond? You're going from Sweden to Canada and taking a little toll as far as the jet lag goes.
Yeah, I'm quite jet lagged at the moment. Yeah, your listeners may not know, but I'm half Swedish and half Canadian. And then in the last couple of years, I've been spending a lot more time in Sweden. I still have some family there, and my partner's there now. And so yeah, I've been going back and forth a little bit, which has been good, but also very jet lagged.
What is the weather about the same, around this time of year, the same in Sweden as it is in Canada?
It's about the same. It's pretty similar to Ontario, to be honest. Um, they actually just had a snowstorm in southern Sweden, so it's maybe a little ahead of
Mhm.
the winter over there. Um, um, yeah, it's quite comparable, to be honest.
How is it different for you? This song that we are about to hear is a collaboration.
Yes.
How is it different when you write for yourself, for your own music, when you're doing it all, you're writing the lyrics, you're writing the music, and versus collaborating with someone else? What are the similarities? What are the differences?
Sure. Well, with writing with someone else, it kind of depends if it's for me or for someone else, like if I'm singing or if the other person's singing, for example. Um, because I kind of have like my own more specific expression and phrasing and stuff like that from my own music and the way that I like to sing and express myself. And versus like writing for other people to sing or um, writing music for other people, it's like it's uh it's kind of exciting for me because I get to do something slightly different that I might not do for my own music.
The song that we featured last time was We Are Fire. How is that song and that body of work different from the one we're going to feature today?
It's quite different. That song was like a personal song and like personal experience, personal story from me. And this song is sung by Steph Copeland, and it was actually commissioned for a movie called Cascade, which is on Netflix. Um, and it's a song that Steph had started writing, and then we finished it together, and I produced a lot of the music in it. Um, and then we kind of like went back and forth collaborating over email basically and over Zoom. And it came together super fast in just a couple of days. And it was a super fun experience. And I loved writing with her. Like we had a very like good flow, basically.
I can hear the ears perking up with the listeners, especially the artists that are listening, when you say we were commissioned to write this song for a Netflix project, and everybody was, how do you get one of those? We've interviewed other artists that, and the artist name escapes me at the moment, but it was an Australian
Yeah,
Netflix series, and they heard the song and liked it and called up the artist and said, "Hey, can we use it in our
yeah,
Netflix series?" And sure, yes,
that's the
please.
best way. I
That's the
mean,
best way.
that's happened to me before as well. And I think it's like it doesn't happen very often because usually you'll have like a sync agent and a music supervisor, and you kind of like go through those channels
Right,
and pitch your music, or you might have a manager that pitches your music for you or something like that. Um, but sometimes it happens that they just like discover you and they're like, oh, that would be perfect for this, you know? So I think it's just all about just kind of being out there already and like just trying to like get your music as much exposure as possible.
right.
And in this case, Steph is like a full-time film composer. So she already had done the score for this film and everything. So this was just like the final theme song for the movie. And and I'm very thankful that she brought me on board to be part of it.
Well, it seems that when these types of things start to happen, you get one and then you get recognized and you have some notoriety, and then you get another project, and the more that you do, the more you get, especially if you're
Yeah.
writing good stuff.
And then there's like I'm new to this organization, but there's the Canadian um, Screen Composers Guild that you can join if you're in Canada. And they have like a bunch of mentorships and like meetings and like Christmas parties and all those kinds of things where you can like meet other people that are in the like film and like screen composing
Mhm.
world. Um, so that kind of thing is like a good way to get in and meet people and like start getting contacts and getting your songs out there, you know?
It's a whole other different world
Yeah.
when you're composing music for as a score
Yeah.
for a film or composing music for a series.
Yeah.
It's very different than writing um, a one-off song about something that you saw when you were out on a walk, which
Yeah.
I believe the songs that you wrote when you were in Sweden.
Yeah.
You were you went out for a walk one day and you wrote a song about it. So it's a very different process.
It is. Yeah. But they need a lot of just regular songs too. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It's not all just composing, you know?
Well, let's get into this new song that Sarah wrote, "The Worst We Can Do." Sarah, tell us, what is the song about and what was the inspiration to write it?
Well, the inspiration was climate change and also like being a theme song for this movie Cascade. Um, so yeah, it's kind of a song about the worst of humanity in a way.
Let's take a listen to singer-songwriters Sarah Macdougall and Steph Copeland and the song they wrote, "The Worst We Could Do."
What's the worst that we could do before the sunrise stops us, burns our eyes back into view? Where's the furthest we can run before the waves crash at our legs and trip us up? Far away from where I thought we'd be. What doesn't seem to bother you is killing me.
That was The Worst We Could Do. Sarah, tell people how they can find out more about you and your music. What's the website, socials, and the streaming platforms?
Sure. I think the song is on all the streaming platforms. And you can find it both under Steph's and my names, Steph Copeland and Sarah Macdougall. And you can also hear it on Cascade, the Netflix movie it's available in Canada. I know that. You can find more about me on my website or on Instagram. sarahmacdougall.com and Sarah Macdougall Music on Instagram.
That's Macdougall with an M-A-C
Yes.
in front of it. We have been in conversation with Sarah Macdougall. Sarah, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Where's the furthest we can run?